good evening, good morning, depending on your current rotation around the moon. Alright. We're gonna try to rebound from that joke. At the top right, we have TzC, also known as BCN.TzC. ZC, our Zerg player. At the top right of this huge 4-player map. God! What douche put this enormous 4-player map to be part of the map pool? Much less the first map of the final map pool. I'll tell you who. This guy. Palomino. At the bottom right is going to be BCN.Kuri. We'll see what he has in store here as we see once again a pylon setting up for a standard wall of his own. No forge quite yet, but he is going to have the advantage of scouting his opponent first. This Overlord, I don't think is going to see where the probe is coming from, but I think TzC is going to know exactly where this probe is coming from. But at the same time, TzC isn't going to get a scout of his opponent's base for a good amount of time here. He's going to see this probe, though, heading on into his base, and I believe he's going to be able to decipher exactly where his opponent is. He's just not going to see what his opponent is building quite yet. A very fast scout. 9 pylon. That pylon producer ran out onto the map, and he went directly where his opponent was. Pool going down first and foremost here. This is getting a little tense here. I don't know about you guys, but I'm rooting for TzC. Lag TV? Yeah, Lag TV is awesome. Highly recommend Lag TV. Lag TV is great channel, great people. Maximus Black, Nova War, great guys. Love them long time in the pants. And hatchery gonna go down here as the spawning pool is just about halfway finished. This pool, more of a safety pool, because with such an early pylon, TzC needs to wonder if cannons are going to be a threat here, and he can only imagine that with such an early probe across the field, that cannons could be a very real threat. He put down that pool right away, but Curry, one step ahead of the game, puts his Nexus down first. This is economical. This is fast. This is about as fast as it gets, and he's going to get his wall down because he saw the fast pool as well. He doesn't quite know right now if a bunch of lings were made, if a little pack of 6 wild lings, and we're only going to get 4 lings right now. A little bit delayed, and this wall is going to be in plenty of time. I didn't actually see what someone chatted to me, and I don't think I ever will. Cannon going down in the background here. Very standard opening for Curry. Curry really just scouting with that probe initially very fast because he doesn't know what his opponent is capable of. TzC, on the other hand, responding with that fast probe, building that pool, because he needs the options of having a few lings in case some cannons want to go down behind his natural or his third. We don't see any gases yet, so I imagine we're going to see a pretty fast third coming out from this guy. This is a crazy guy, though. Look at this spread. Look at this beautiful spread of units here, as he does want to try and figure out where his opponent is. He knows his opponent isn't at the top left. Doesn't know if his opponent isn't at the bottom left. But now he knows he's at the bottom right. He is going to lose 2 lings to scout that, though. 2 lings that can't control these magnificent towers that will give you vision of so much of the middle of the map. Look at all of that beautiful vision that these lings just want to conquer and hold for themselves. Cybernetics core in the background. Looking forward to seeing what tech route Curry's going to go. I would imagine it'll either be Starport or a robotics facility. No gas is going down quite yet at the natural here as we are on supply 34. That's actually really interesting. We'll see why he's delaying on those gases here. Double gas is being taken now, right after the 3rd hatchery goes down for Mr. TzC. TzC with 3 expense. Now look at this. That's just begging for pylon power. And even over here, that's just begging for pylon power. And this Overlord actually is in a good place to try and spot any pesky probes who want to try and do something a little too sneaky. Oh, shit. Alright, so both players open up pretty safe. Right now, a little bit of a standoff here. 1 watchtower for Kuri, 1 watchtower for TzC. +1 is just about finishing up here. And do we have a bunch of gates going down? Of course we do. This is Proto. No, I'm just kidding. We got 5 gates, 6 gates, no more. 6 gates plus 1 attack. And this is going to be a powerful attack, as we do see. Where's the pylon power? 1 pylon over there. Another pylon on its way here. And this is I'm going to call this a 2-base attack here. Now, often I've seen 7 gates. I actually haven't seen 6 gates, which I imagine will give him some more money in the long run to for a little bit more powerful of a warp in. Somewhere around the 3rd cycle here, these Lings gonna have no problem taking out that probe. Or no, the probe's alive. Taking out the Zealot here. No speed. The speed actually is going to come up very soon. These gateways, they need to morph in real soon. The +1 is done. Do we have any more gates going on here? Yes, we do have more gates. 6, 7, 8 gates. This is 110% all in here. He does have the power. He does have the pylon power over here, right by the 3rd here. This poor little stalker just needs to run home, and we're going to see a big warp in. 8 gates worth, +1 attack. And if Kuri can't end TzC with this attack, he's gonna have to give it up. He's gonna have to give up the game. Another pylon going down a little closer to the battle, but the initial pylon way close, way close to begin with. Some drones going down, but as long as these hatcheries continue to survive, we're just buying time here. This 3rd hatchery, I want to see some spines go down. I want to see some roaches. I want to see some Lings. 24 Lings on the way here, and the speed has finished up here. Speed Lings versus Stalkers can work, especially if we have the creep spread on the Zerg side. A lot of Lings moving out here. We have almost equal Lings versus the equal amount of Stalkers, and that's just not going to work out, as we see our next warp in is going to be of Zealots, and Zealots love them some Lings. The Zealots just hack away at these poor little Lings, and right now that's all we really have to defend for ourselves. We have 1 spine crawler and as many Lings as we can build, and these Zealots, that's what these Zealots are made for. +1 Zealots will 2-hit the Lings, which will force TzC into a GG. Moving on to game number 2.